Hey, what is up? What is up? Comment some questions. I just want to do some Q&A real quick. We're going to be here in maybe 15 minutes. Talk about how to manifest success, how to manifest good health, how to get rid of disease and illness and be anything you want in life, level up and achieve greatness. Comment one if you can hear me. I'm in my garage, so I don't know what the service like. Comment one if you can hear me, if everything good. Comment one if you can hear me. And start flooding your questions. Where y'all at? Where y'all from? Who we got in the building? What questions y'all got? You got any questions for me? Here to bring some value to y'all. If y'all want to make some money, y'all want to improve your health, you want to get off pills, you're dealing with some diseases, you want to learn how to manifest your dream life, right? Because I got my dream life, so I'm here to give you advice and life lessons on how you should, could, and will, if you listen, get everything you want. Portland, Oregon in the building. Harlem, New York. Shout out to New York. What questions y'all got? What y'all dealing with? What financial burdens are you dealing with? What health issues are you dealing with? Click this arrow and share this with 5 people real quick. Share this with 5 people. If you're watching this replay, click the thumbs up, like this. Yeah. Herbs for HSV. HSV 1 and 2, that protocol is in my university, as well as the high blood pressure protocol. Of course, you got to cleanse the virus from, I don't even like to use that V word. They be censoring. You gotta cleanse it from your system. You gotta cleanse your blood, your arteries. You gotta cleanse your lymphatic system, your adrenal glands. You gotta cleanse your colon. I always tell you all the first step in repairing, in reversing, in healing anything, you gotta cleanse the colon, right? Anxiety, right? Colon, when it's backed up and not functioning properly. Comment 3 if you dealt with anxiety throughout your life or you currently do, right? The colon will actually send negative signals to your brain, causing these anxiety issues. The colon's not functioning properly, your nervous system gets damaged, all right? Also, you won't be able to absorb the nutrients, the healthy nutrients that you even are consuming, and the herbs you are consuming, you're not absorbing them and they're not doing what they should be doing in the body, which causes damaged cells, which causes damaged neurotransmitters in the brain, which causes anxiety, right? If your nervous system isn't functioning properly, right, you're going to have neurological issues, MS, multiple sclerosis. We can keep going on and on, right? It all ties together. It all ties together. You see, shout out to Kansas City, Missouri. How do I manifest? What do you want? What's your goal, right? What do you want to manifest, right? For me, some of my manifestation techniques. I mean, when I was broke, I didn't live on the beach like I live on the beach now. I wasn't able to just walk downstairs and do a mindset walk on the beach and ground in the sand and be in sun all hours of the day, no matter winter or not. You know what I mean? So you do what you can, right? So for example, when I was in West Virginia, when I was in Maryland, when I was in Utah, right? I would be in the garage. At one point, I was basically living out of the garage. There had a little exercise bike in there. You know, I was getting my workout in. So I would work out, right? While I was doing that, I would listen to and watch positive affirmations, videos of people teaching how to manifest, right? When you ask how to manifest, spend all of your time learning how to manifest, right? You want to learn how to make money. You should be spending all your time learning that skill set, learning that trait that you're looking to excel at, right? When I didn't know anything about crypto, even to this point, just now, I was literally just on the couch for the past 2 hours watching crypto videos. Like, you know what I mean? So manifestation comes in many forms, right? Through meditation, but there's different forms of meditation. How about that? Everybody thinks that meditation just means you got to sit Indian style in a room with a lava lamp on and you know what I mean? No, there's active meditation, right? For me, I grew up playing basketball. So one thing that I do, a form of meditation, I go to the basketball court. I'm not going to run 5s and run full court and play 3-on-3 and 21. Nah, I go to the empty rim, right? I go to courts when I know nobody else is going to be there, and I shoot around for an hour, right? And as I'm shooting, I'm thinking of things that I know I'm going to accomplish. And I speak it into existence as if I know it's going to happen, right? Because I already made sure that it's going to happen by telling my subconscious, by reprogramming my subconscious mind, which tells my brain that it's going to happen, right? And the more you think about something, the more it happens, right? You understand that, right? If you for instance, I was having car issues today. If you're having car issues, right? And All day you're thinking about, I bet you my car don't start tomorrow. I bet you my car don't start tomorrow. I already know it's gonna be something. I bet you I'm gonna take it to the mechanic and they're gonna say it's gonna be $1,000 and I ain't got that. You're already setting yourself up for that exact situation because that's all you're talking about, right? You following what I'm saying? Comment too if you're following what I'm saying, right? So again, you got active meditation. So for me, it could be sports. It could be while you're working out, right? You listen to positive affirmations, right? To reprogram your subconscious mind. And when you listen to these things, don't blast it. Don't blast it. I've been saying this. Do not blast it. Like, you'll put on meditation music or this hurts and that hurts. You turn it all out, or you put your headphones in to listen to one of your favorite motivational speakers and you turn it up all loud, right? You got your TV blasting in your crib with positive words and I will be rich, I will be rich. And you turn it, no. Take it down, simmer it down a notch, because the point is to reprogram your subconscious mind, right? So you kind of want that playing in the background while you're doing your thing. It's just hitting you. It's just hitting you on the low. And you don't even realize that over time it's reprogramming your mind. You know what I mean? When you're attempting too hard to reprogram your mind, you're blocking your blessings. You following me? Right? Another form of meditation. I'm going to do a video on this. I've been actually considering doing a video on this, but it sounds creepy, right? Especially for those of y'all that's Christian and stuff like that. I don't care. So, it's actually an ancient technique I learned probably 8-9 years ago, and it works so well. And I realized it because I was like, yo, I stopped doing that, right? Even sometimes I'll have like weeks that are a little off, months that are a little off. And when that happens, I go back into myself and I say, hold up, what was I doing that was working? I'm doing something different because things are usually up, like crazy for me. That's just how my life goes because that's how I set it up to be. So anytime it slows down or something, like, hold up. So one thing I did was, it's a form of manifestation, a form of meditation, sorry. And this is, comment 4 if you've ever heard of sacred geometry. If you don't, you should start YouTube videos on what is sacred geometry, right? What does it mean? What does it do? Like just little things like this. So one thing I would do was when I was solar gazing, right? I always talk to y'all about solar gazing, but this is something I've only mentioned like a few times for whatever reason. I always forget it to tell y'all. So I got YouTube videos, TikTok lives from 5-6 years ago where I would say this, but it's not frequent enough. So what I would do was as I'm solar gazing, which means if you don't know what solar gazing is, hold up. Share this with 5 people real quick. Share this with 5 people real quick. Share this with 5 people real quick. Click that arrow and share this with 5 people, then comment done. All right. Let me read y'all's comments while y'all doing that. Cool, cool. Oh, yeah, I'll put this live replay on my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube. My name's the same. T-Walk the Hawk on YouTube. All right. So when I would solar gaze, which is when you stare directly into the sun, it's sunrise as it's coming up. As soon as you see the sun coming up over the, boom, you stare at it until it gets to a peak because you don't want to hurt your eyes for a good like 15 minutes. From the bottom to 15 minutes, right? You stare directly into it. Sunset, right? When the sun starts to set, and you'll know the more that you do it, when you stare directly into it, when it's time to do it, right? In the last 20 minutes of sunset, you stare directly into it until the sun's gone, right? That's how you do it. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for commenting. Now, the point of this is what this is going to do. It's going to help decalcify your pineal gland. It's going to help unlock your brain's full potential. You know how they say you only function off of like 1% of your brain, you know what I mean? All them little whatevers, right? In actuality, you have the power to channel your inner self, channel this universe, and bring whatever you want to you. So as you're solar gazing, you stare directly into the sun. When you get good at it, you'll start to realize that the sun looks completely black and it'll just have like a ring around it and it's just going and you watch the ring going around it. It's crazy, right? So you get hypnotized. And as I'm getting hypnotized, I'm also listening to different sounds, right? I'm about to share this link with y'all. I'm going to do it for my members. right? I'm going to share you the exact sound I listen to while I do this, right? So I'm combining different things together, but it's about to get spookier, as they would call it. So I'm solar gazing. listening, and before I even start, before the sun sets and things like that, I'm already planning out the 5 to 6 things that I'm going to verbally say out loud in rotation with me saying it internally and letting that voice in my head speak it to me. Y'all follow me? Comment 2. Comment 2. Comment 2 if y'all are following me. So we got a lot of things in combination. It's like when I teach y'all crypto, right? And I teach you how to put different indicators on to know if it's going to go up. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, if this say this, and all together, then you know it's yeah. Same thing with manifesting your dream life, right? We're not just doing one thing. We're not just doing one thing. We're not just doing one thing. We're in crypto notifications right now, up 8.24%. I love it. So let me get focused because we're just talking mindset, meditation, motivation. So, all right, I'm solar gazing. I'm listening. I already pre-planned the 5, 6 things again. I'm going to say on repeat out loud. I don't care who's around me. If there happens to be an area where somebody's around me, I don't care if they think I'm weird. They can think I'm weird all the way to the damn bank and while I'm accomplishing all my goals while they go back to work tomorrow, right? Whatever. Whatever. Record me. Like, there's this weird guy. Right? Mind your business. So we got that. We're solar gazing. We're getting hypnotized by the sun. We're staring directly into it. As I'm verbally speaking out, you know, if you want to use finances, like you can do whatever you want, right? Don't be afraid to say whatever you want, right? So it could be, you know, I'm going to pay off my home within 3 years, right? You may owe $150,000 on your home, right? And that's not supposed to be paid off for 15 years left on your mortgage. But you have this goal. If you're going to come into a huge lump sum of money, you're going to knock it off in 3 years. And that's going to be the family home and nobody has to, you know what I mean? Different things like this. So you say that, right? That would be one of your 5 to 6 things. Within 3 years, I know I'm going to have my home paid off. The remaining balance of $150,000 within 3 years. Because I know I'm doing everything to accomplish that. In real time, I know I deserve it. I know it's already an option. I know someone else out there has put down all cash and didn't even have to get a mortgage. So if they can do it, I know I can do it. You know what I mean? This is how you got to say it, right? You got to tell the universe. So universe, go ahead and bring that to me. I'm putting the work in the meantime because you don't want to pray. You don't want to meditate. You don't want to manifest and then just not put work in. You don't want to do this and then go chill on the couch and watch the new episode of BMF. You understand what I'm saying? Comment 4 if you understand what I'm saying. This isn't how it works. People want to pray. People want to meditate, manifest, all this. They want to go do their sound bowls and chakras and all that. Then they go watch the new season of BMF and they put no work in. They say, then they start to fall apart and just do drugs and whatever else because manifestation didn't work and prayer didn't work. You know what I mean? So let's get back to so we got all that. Now the last piece is, remember we were talking about sacred geometry. What I do is not only am I speaking, universe, by the 28th of next month, I will have made $150,000 from my business. I appreciate you, universe, for bringing that to me. And you already know, you see what I do in my free time. You know I put the work in. You see how much value I bring to the world. You know, universe, Lord, whatever you want to call it, you see what I do in my free time. You know who I really am. You see how passionate I am about bringing value to other human beings on this realm. So go ahead and bring me what I deserve. Thank you. I appreciate it. I look forward to seeing that in my bank account next 28 days from now. That's how we doing it. Now, as I'm saying that verbally, then I would repeat it internally. This is all while I'm still solar gazing, so I'm hypnotized. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm sunbathing at the same time. It would be amazing if you could also ground at the same time, but some of you may not be able to do that, right? Now, while I'm saying that, I'm visualizing sacred geometry, a tetrahedron. A tetrahedron is essentially the shape of the pyramids in Egypt, right? Pyramid, right? Tetrahedron, right? So I'm visualizing the tetrahedron. This is what I did. I know it sounds spooky, but look at my life, right? You could say maybe it's a placebo effect, whatever. Placebo, whatever you want to call it, as long as it works. As long as it works, right? Because you should be using the placebo effect on yourself for your health issues also, right? So that's all these doctors is doing. They're giving you trash and telling you it's going to be amazing, but actually you just think it is, so you feel like you're getting better. You can do the same thing naturally, right? Right? If every time you consume that burdock root, you visualize, dang, this is really cleansing my blood. It's cleansing it as I drink this tea. I know it is. I know it is. It's going to cleanse it more than if you drink it and be like, yeah, T-Walk said this, but I don't think it's going to do nothing. So you need to play the placebo effect on yourself, right? If that's what you want to call it. Yes. So anyways, let's get back. I'm doing my best to stay away from health as far as nutrition goes and finance right now. We're just talking mindset, meditation, all these things, right? How to manifest your dream life. So the final piece, again, we got the tetrahedron. But we not just, you're like, all right, what do you mean? You're visualizing a pyramid. I don't get it. Now what? All right. Imagine the tetrahedron as your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, right? You wouldn't want an empty pot, right? Imagine the tetrahedron as your bank account, right? Imagine the tetrahedron as your family legacy. You understand? So whatever your 5 to 6 things you're thinking about are, as you're doing every step we said, you're visualizing the tetrahedron. So again, let's say whatever. What y'all want to use in it. Give me an example. Give me an example of something that one of your goals. Let's do this. Let's get some engagement. What's something that you want to accomplish, that you need to accomplish, that you feel you deserve to accomplish, right? Somebody comment it, right? Somebody comment something that you want to accomplish, that your dream, like business-wise, life-wise, family, health, whatever. Right? Right? Give me some. Or I'll just click off here. Y'all just don't be listening. People don't be listening. That's why it ain't many of us. It ain't many of us. You know what I mean? It ain't many. All right. Buying a home. Thank you. Thank you, DMN, DV. Yeah. Inspiring others isn't specific enough. My own company, what is that company? Not being specific enough. Even with the home, we'll use the home, right? But how big is the home, right? How many floors, right? What Big Sean said, you can do the math. I just bought a 5-bedroom, 4-bath, 3-story, 2-car garage. I'm one man. Finna do it for my mom and I did it for my dad. You be specific. All right, so now we got the tetrahedron. We know we want a 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom, 3-story, 2-car garage. One man. We can leave that, all right? We know that. So we speak it. We say that exact thing. You know that you deserve it, but you have to believe this, right? If you're actually doing bad things in your free time and not being productive, it's going to be hard to speak to the universe, to speak to the Lord or whoever you believe in and say, I deserve it, because subconsciously, it's going to kick in, and as you're saying it, you don't even actually believe it. Are y'all following me? Comment 1. It's hard to pray when you don't even actually believe you're a good person, and you know you're doing dirty on the low, and you know you wallet. Somebody comment 1. Somebody comment 1. Yo. Somebody comment 1. Yeah. Yeah. And the nutrition and all that all ties into this, but right now we just simply, yeah. It's hard to manifest and tell the universe, deliver me what I deserve, when you know you don't really deserve it, right? So, but let's get back. All right. We say this. We want a 5-bedroom home. We want to buy our home. I'm going to buy my home we also got to put a date on it. I'm going to buy my home by June 2025. Universe, because I deserve it. I know I'm a good person. It's going to be 5-bedroom, 4-bath, 3 stories, 2-car garage. I appreciate you, universe, for delivering that to me. We said it out loud. Boom. Now we say it internally. When we're saying it internally, we're visualizing this tetrahedron, which is the pyramid, right? Right? What we do is we screw the top off of off of the tetrahedron, sacred geometry. Look this stuff up, right? And as I have the home in my hand, the home is in my mind, and in my mind it's in my hand. The tetrahedron, the top is screwed off. It's got a little screw off, twisty top. You know what I mean? You pop off the cap and you stick your home right in there. You stick your dream right in there. That thing that you already know is yours. You're putting it in your pot because it's already yours. You screw the top on and seal it. You know, you screw the top on and seal it. So it's like every time you revisit and meditate and manifest, you already know what's in your pot. You got your 5 or 6 things in your pot. So it's like a genie. You just rub the pot, right? Every time you're practicing manifestation, you're doing these techniques, it's like you just rubbing the pot and bringing it back up. You follow me? Comment 4 if you following what I'm saying. Comment 4 if you following what I'm saying. Hey, we can go real deep too, but y'all know I do my best to keep things like super simple. Even you see my explanations, I make them like real dumbed down and childish so that anybody can get it. You know, because if I start using even tetrahedron, y'all know that's a bigger word than I usually would throw at y'all. I don't want to go Billy Carson on y'all and start confusing people right now, right? Yo. Billy Carson got some really good videos on how to, he got some of his videos on my playlist on how to manifest success. Yeah, free game. So these are some of the things I did. I tell y'all. Now, in line with this, you want to have your nutrition on point, right? If you haven't yet, if you're not a member of my university, link in the bio, or go to healthandfinanceuniversity.com. It's $29.99, $1 per day to change your life. I teach you everything I know, all right? Private Telegram group, all that, detailed protocols for every disease, the 30-day detox and reset, the crypto notifications, the crypto course, the 10 plus other streams of incomes I teach you, course module after module, to get you right, right? Because nutrition is a key factor. Because if your brain's not functioning properly, it's going to be harder for you to, you know, even as simple as it's going to be harder for you to meditate. Many of you've never meditated. You know, many people have never meditated. And that is because, why? I can't meditate. I don't know how people do it. I can't sit still in the quiet and for 30 minutes and I got to move. I'm too fidgety. Yeah, because your nervous system's all out of whack, right? Or some of you do even something else I do. Here's another technique. Oh, this is one of the best. And I need to do this. I ain't done this to a point I was doing it monthly. I got a video on it and in there. You got to do float therapy. Float therapy is amazing. You did float therapy? Comment 2 if you've done float therapy before, right? This is when you're in a giant bathtub. They have different versions, but the version you need, I've done both. The version that you need most effectively is a giant bathtub, and they fill it up with salt content similar to like I'm having a blank right now. But anyways, it's so much salt content that you float in it without trying. You know how when you lay flat in the pool or something and you attempt to make your body float? Some people are better than others. This, you don't even have to think about it. You naturally just float. See what I'm saying? Float therapy. You naturally just float, right? And you're in a big tub. And again, I'm a pretty big dude. I'm 6'3", 230, 240, right? So it's big enough to where your arms, your legs, your feet don't touch the side. You know what I mean? So you're floating. Your body's not touching any of the sides, right? They even have a button, some of them, where you can play like different hertz, things like that. Now, they have the version where it doesn't have a closed top, and they have the one where it's like a pod, and you close the top. I recommend where you close the top, because what this is doing is, it blocks out all sound. It blocks out all sound. It makes it completely black, right? Blocks out all sound. It makes it completely black. And you're floating. You're not touching the sides. So you feel like you're in outer space. They consider it like zero gravity, right? Imagine float, your eyes closed, or your eyes can be open. It's going to be pitch black. It could be no sound or like slight low tunes, you know what I mean? And then you don't feel anything. You don't feel your body weight. You don't feel anything. What happens is you start to think of thoughts. You start to think of things from your childhood you forgot about. You start to think about the things in your life that you really dislike. You start to think about the things in your life that you should be doing, but you know you're slacking. You start to think about your biggest dreams. You start to think about dreams that you forgot was your dreams because you let life suppress you so much. You let your job break you down so much. You let that poor health tear you down so much that you forgot some of your dreams. So a lot of people that do it actually have panic attacks. A lot of people that do it have anxiety attacks. A lot of people that do it need to get out, right? After 5 minutes. Right? Even the first time I did it, I felt a little funny after like 5-10 minutes. I was like, yo, this is different. This is different. I opened the top up and was like, hold on, I'm sure, am I still, like, I was like, yo, am I here right now? I was like, I feel like I wasn't here anymore, to be honest. It was like the first, like, outer body type experience type thing for real. You know, I don't do shrooms, nothing that alters my mind, nothing like that. So for me, I was like, hold up. I was like, what's going on right now? You know what I mean? And now I closed it. I'm like, hold up. We pushing through. You know what I mean? So, that's a good place to think about your dreams, your goals, to manifest, to delve deep into your inner pain. And I promise you, you'll think of things. I thought of some of my biggest business ideas doing that, right? Things that I use to this day that I'm like, yo, thankfully I did that. You know what I mean? That's another one for y'all. There's so many. You know, I got the sauna in my room with the red light therapy. Got a video on that. So that's what I'm saying. My whole life is just, everything is, I'm utilizing everything possible to make sure I'm in the right position, in the right frequency, the right vibration, the right thought process, positive energies, positive foods, living foods, electrical foods, grounding to recharge my body through the bottom of my feet. I'm constantly getting the sun. You know what I mean? It's nonstop. Level up on everything. It's evolving. Yeah, exactly. It's funny. It's funny you say evolving. I randomly, on my TV, it came and recommended, and it was Pokemon. I was like, yo, I ain't seen Pokemon. Why not? I clicked it on, and I was just watching, and I was just looking at the, even when I watch Pokemon, I'm looking at the concept. I'm like, yo, this is like, a lot of things be having these messages in them if you look at life, right? You know, like you think about Pokemon, like they gotta evolve. They gotta evolve, and they gonna get their ass beat in life. You wanna be the strongest, right? Pikachu needed to charge up his electricity, his voltage, to be successful at what he had to do, the business he had to handle. You got to do the same thing, right? It sounds dumb, but this is how I be looking at shows. I'm like, yo, I got to see what happened next, because I know Pikachu ain't no, I know Pikachu about to grind. I know Pikachu about to put in that work. I know he ain't about to chill. If Ash say, let's get it, he ain't skipping the workout. He gonna like, I'm tired. I don't feel like fighting Blastoise today. You're like, all right, let's do it. Crack my neck. Let's do it. That's how you gotta be in life. Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z. Right? Dragon Ball Z. Y'all know Dragon Ball Z. Even if you don't watch Dragon Ball Z, you know the basic concept. Like, if you don't know anything about Dragon Ball Z, you probably know it's these dudes and some women and stuff too, and they be fighting, and they be yelling, ha, right? And sometimes their hair black, and then when they get mad or power up, their hair turn yellow. And now there's some blue hair, some pink hair, right? That's what you do know, right? And that's all you need to know. Except, you need to understand why it's happening. Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Trunks, Gohan, it don't matter, Frieza, right? They start just like, they kind of look like normal humans. You know what I mean? They kind of look like a normal human, you know? I kind of look like a normal human, but it's something different about them. It's something different. And other people are like, I don't understand. How can they, you know what I mean? How can they get all this power? You know? How can they be the savior of the world? How can they help so many people and stop so much destruction when they look like me, but something different? Follow me? Something's different. That's how I be watching shows. All right, so we got Goku. He be chilling. He be chilling. He be eating sushi. He be chilling. Childish. You know what I mean? But when something come and mess with his family, I'm like, hold up. What's going on? Because you right here, you're the protector of your family. I don't care who you are. You're the protector of your family. It's up to you to decide the fate of your family. You understand that, right? Because if you don't, and if you don't get the knowledge to pass down more knowledge to the youth in your family, it's going to be a never-ending cycle of destruction in your family and weak people in your family. Somebody got to step up. When you going to step up? I stepped up. See my sister struggling. See my mom struggling. See my grandma struggling. See my brother struggling. I see my nieces and nephews struggling. I seen everybody in my hometown struggling. I'm Goku. But Goku ain't always, sometimes there's bigger tasks that Goku ain't prepared for. It's like, yo, I don't know where that came from. I don't know where that hurdle in life came from. I don't know how the heck am I supposed to get past that? Because I know I'm not ready to beat that level yet. I know I'm not ready to beat that person yet. I know I'm not ready to outperform them yet. So what do I got to do? I got to train. I got to put in work. I got to work out when everybody else is chilling. When everyone else is eating food and playing video games, I got to work out because it's up to me. I got to train my brain. I got to reprogram my subconscious mind. Where would he go? Into the hyperbolic time chamber? He was doing folk therapy. He was training his mind. And when he would go to, who was his master? Master who would teach him, right? A lot of it was mental. Because remember, he would go hard, he'd be like, and he would still lose. And his master, what was his name? Somebody comment. His teacher. Because you need a teacher. You need a mentor. You need a teacher. You need a mentor. Right? Ooh, we're going to go there too. I got you. So what he would do was, his mentor would be like, Master Roshi, thank you. Master Roshi. He'd be like, we know you've been fighting Vegeta. Y'all been training. Your physical power is up. But Goku, you got to understand. You got to channel your subconscious mind and understand that you have godlike power. You have the ability to go next level. But you're not going to do it by just forced, brute anger. You need to level up your mind. You need to level up your focus. You know what I mean? And that's when he learns, oh, shoot. I can actually go Super Saiyan. I have that ability. But all this, it ain't going to work like that. You got to get deeper into your thoughts. You got to manifest. You got to meditate. You have to actually calm your mind to make yourself more powerful. Right? And every now and then, you may have weak moments. And in those weak moments, yeah, you need to fuel yourself up with natural things from plants. You might need a sensu bean to get your health right. Because you did just go through a hard test. It was a hard battle. It was a hard portion in your life. So you little beaten up, bruised, and battered right now, Goku. Have a sensu bean. Have this green bean to charge yourself back up. Because if you go over there and eat all that sushi with Majin Buu, you're going to get fat like him and lazy because he be sleeping. Y'all see what? This is just coming to me right now. This is just coming to me right now. I forgot about Majin Buu. Yeah. Majin Buu be sleeping and chilling. He got all fat, right? He still got some power because, you know, heavier people just stronger sometimes. You ever fought somebody overweight? I fought an overweight kid when I was like 16. Called him Fat Matt. For real. Fat Matt was fucking with me, and I said, hold up, I done had enough today. I didn't try to bully me 2 times. I done got bullied too many times. I know how to fight. I never wanted to hurt anybody. That's my thing. I'll be honest. I used to get bullied growing up. And the thing is, y'all know, if you watch my life story, I grew up around some shit. Like, I knew how to fight. I grew up around nothing but street dudes, and, you know, I was letting these little soft-ass dudes bully me. But really, it was because I knew that I could, subconsciously, I knew I would hurt them. So I would just let them take out their pain on me and beat my ass and smack me and call me the N-word and whatever else and punch me. And I would never do anything back. I'd be thinking back. But then one day I just had enough. And I had to go on a spree of slapping the shit out of people and boxing them, and none of them could fight. And I was like, yo, I would let them fuck me over for about 5 years and do me all types of crazy and bruise my eyes and fucking scratch me up and bully me all wild. Embarrass me in front of little girlfriends in high school and stuff. Middle school more so. So I had to start going I had to go Super Saiyan and start letting people know, like, yo, I know I look like Goku, just a normal human being, but I will go Super Saiyan God on your ass. How we doing this time? Oh, we was talking about fighting fat people. Anyways, I was fighting Fat Matt, right? You know. Boom, I'm piecing him up. Pop, pop. But he had his face covered real good because he couldn't fight, so he just balled up. Fat ball, right? So I started going to the body. Tyson up. Hey, 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 hey. You ever watch Dragon Ball Z? When they fight Majin Buu when he's fat, and it's showing just be bouncing off. I'm like, yo, he has this extra thick protective layer of blubber. And my fists are just sinking in and bouncing off. He's not even feeling it. But see, the thing is, when you start going to the body, because they got their face protected, they're going to drop them hands. Because it's going to, even though you got that, that extra insulation, you got the extra insulation, if I hit you with enough combos, you're going to need to cover them ribs. You need to cover that liver. Now your face going to get touched up real quick. And then you realize that your hands are not a match for me. And then you be like, oh shit, I can no longer bully Tevin. And I'm going to tell everybody in the neighborhood's going to know. So then everybody going to know, oh, Tevin actually fights back now. A couple people didn't, and they came at me. Adam. Shout out to Adam. Adam beat the fuck out of me one day. God let him. I'm just like, Then the second time, Adam, Chris, Josh, and Justin. These are the white boys that used to bully me, call me N-word and all that, right? Now they be trying to add me on Facebook. Tell me, hey man, proud of you. Fuck out of here. I remember who you are. I remember you. What you mean? So, one day I was walking home. It was night. It was dark out. It was probably like 8. I used to have to be in by like 9, 10 or something in the summer. And I see them. I'm like, oh, it was cool. Because sometimes they'd be cool, sometimes not. This time they wanted to just fuck me up for whatever reason. See, Adam's mom was a hoe, though. Sorry. I got some stories. So, trauma of watching your mom sleep with your friends and shit. Your little high school friends. Your mom like 32. Crazy. Now you want to take it out on me. Tell me all true stories, though. Hold on. What you say? Yeah, I watch a little anime. So I ain't gonna lie, that car has something. Every live or video recorded inside that car, it just hits different. Yo, it just give me a different. It make me feel like, it's just it's just universal. It feels like I'm in space. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Adam's mom was a hoe. But I said to say, okay, I'm walking home. It's Adam, Chris, Josh. Chris and Josh was brothers. They was like 1 year apart. Justin was like a year older than them. Adam was the youngest. And me and Adam was the same age. So at this point, Adam had already beat me up once. I didn't do nothing. Right? And then that night, Chris and Josh hold my arms behind my back Justin's holding my head in place, and Adam's just, boom, boom, busting my lip, body shots. Got jumped. True story, dog. True story, dog. But this one I was soft. So at this point, I'm probably like 15, maybe. Probably like 15, right? So, like a week go by, and I had to go to my friend's. It was another friend, and the dude that I had to walk past Adam's house. It was literally like some movie shit. You know, the movies be like, I don't want to walk past the police house. But yo, that day I'm like, yo, I need to go there. I'm not about to circle all around the other way. I'm going. I walk past Adam's house. Adam's in the driveway with his big brother and Justin. And like, yo, it's like some, what's the shit from A Christmas Story? They literally like, get him, Adam. I'm like, yo, I'm just chill, dog. I'm just walking. I'm not even looking at y'all. What do you mean get him? Like, what? I'm not even doing nothing. So Adam comes down. And that day I was like, yo, I'm all right. I know how to fight. Let me stop. We square up, and I'm just fucking Adam. Oh, this man can't even hit me. So he yells to his brother. And his brother, he's like, I can't hit him. He's too fast. Like, literally. I'm just attacked. Pop, pop, pop. Bloodied his lip. Then he tried to slam me. And I rolled him over and gave him some body shots. I say all this to say, I used to let the world take advantage of me. One, because I never wanted to hurt anybody. I always, even as a young age, I always had something in me where I was like, I just want to be a positive person. I know I'm powerful, but I don't want to use that. I don't want to bully people. I don't want to do people wrong. I want to be good to this world. I want to talk to Adam and figure out why he wants to beat me up so much. What's going on in your house? I wanted to be a therapist back when I was 14, 15. I wanted to give motivational speeches to these people who was bullying me. You know what I mean? But it wasn't getting through their thick skull. So I had to bust a couple lips. So certain things in life are going to cause you to have to go out of your comfort zone and take the next step and use brute force to make things happen. A lot of y'all want passive income. Y'all want passive income. Y'all just want shit. Even as we talking about manifestation, meditation, y'all just want to, I'm going to do meditation. All right, why is it not happening yet? You just want to chill. Now, sometimes you got to put the brute force, you got to, you got to, you got to put that effort in. You got to grind. You got to charge up to a level that you didn't even know that people around you didn't think was possible. You knew it. And then when you step back out, they ain't going to believe it. Here's another example. One of my old mentors, the one I was living with in California, right? I hate that I always bring this up, but because so much happened in that small period of time and different examples, because that was a pivotal point for me. Keep it real with y'all, right? But of course, I was driving for him, living with him and his wives, all that stuff for about a year, right? And then I'd separated myself because I realized he was a disrespectful, scamming piece of shit, right? So I went and and at this point I got my money up. That's when my business started taking off, just 2020. Got my own place. He would hit me up. I kind of like, I'm cool. I'm busy. I'm with my girl, whatever. Like any excuse to not link up with him, right? Or just keep it real. Like, nah, not today. But then, like, it was probably like 6 months went by since I had seen him, and he hit me up. It's like, yo, come to the basketball court. We hooping. And I was like, yeah. I ain't know where the hoop session was at because I was kind of new to Hollywood still and stuff. I pulled up. He was out there with his Rolls Royce. That was when I first got this car and first got the Lambo doors and first got the stars in the ceiling and the seats and all that. And I pulled up and he was saying he wanted to do some content afterwards. I hate that I even did this content because that was actually interesting. So, but when he see me, he could tell it was different. 6 months it went by. At this point, I'm leveled up mentally. I know who I am now. I know ain't no man better than me, ain't no man smarter than me. I know that I'm just, yeah, I'm capable of everything that I used to look up to this man for, and now at this point, I'm looking down on him, actually. But I went for the hoop session, right? So he's like, damn, you really went out and you seen all the people you was around, all the celebrities, and they had Lambos and they had Rolls Royce, and you done turned your car into everything. You done made a whole, I'm like, yeah, this is what I do. Anything I want, I make happen. All right? This is a little trophy to show that I can do whatever I want in life. I can build whatever I want. I can create it and whatever I want it to be. See what I'm saying? So anyways, after the fact, we hoop. I'm still like, because you got to understand, when I was, at this point, I wasn't really speaking. I was around them for a year. I barely spoke at all. Like, I know y'all hear me talk now. Don't make sense. I'll be in a car not speaking, like just taking in knowledge, right? Taking in the knowledge I could when I'm around different celebrities, when I'm around Floyd Mayweather, when I'm around all these different rappers. I'm analyzing what they're talking about in the studio, how they got success. I'm just hearing little conversations. I'm taking the positive stuff to charge myself up, you know, to enlighten myself, you know, because each and every one of these characters don't have jobs, bosses, schedules, so they each know something, and they're all in different categories and businesses and schemes, whatever the hell they doing, but I'm just listening to different things and I'm collecting. You understand this? Comment too if you understand what I'm portraying to you right now. So anyways, for a year straight of this man knowing me, I never spoke, right? Even though I was recording videos at the time, I never recorded videos around them or his family or anything. I would wait till I was on my own, so they never heard me really teach, speak, anything like that, right? It was just like, all right, do you need to go? You need to go to the gas station? All right, cool. All right, where am I taking y'all to eat? Oh, okay, I'm dropping you off at Rodale, and I need to be back in 2 hours. All right, cool. Like, just little stuff like that. That's about all the speaking, right? So anyways, this day he was like, yeah, I guess he's seen the car, and of course he wanted to use anything for clout. So he's like, yo, throw the doors up. I want to teach. And I'm like, okay, what are you talking about? He's like, I want to talk about like power, success, and all that, or how you can be successful and get everything you want. So anyway, he started teaching, and at this point, I'm me now. I'm me now. And I just start going into who I am and just teaching and speaking on manifestation and how you can get anything you want and the importance of health, of nutrition, and just everything, right? And I was just ranting for like, I ain't even let him talk. To be honest, I kept cutting him off. Like, we were supposed to be bouncing off of each other, and I'm just letting him know, like, nah, you ain't. I know you like to feel like you the shit and all that. Nah, I'm really him actually too. Like, so you ain't about to just little bro me no more and treat me like I'm some little dumbass, little flunky ass dude. Nah, like I got it figured out now. It took me a little while to catch on to you. It took me a little while to collect the information I need before I was able to give the world what I'm capable of. But chill right now. Yeah, in front of your wife too. Chill out. I'm teaching today. I got more knowledge than you right now. All right, fall back. You ain't even facts. And then the camera going. He was like, "Yo," him and his wife was like, "Who the hell are you?" I'm like, "What you mean?" He's like, "Yo, you was with us for a whole year. I never heard you speak, and now you come back after 6 months and you out teaching me and came back with flyer card in me and you looking all healthy and shit, and you doing your own thing. You wasn't sleeping on my couch and in my car. What I'm like, I had a breakthrough of understanding who I am. That's all. So I said it to say, all you got to do is collect knowledge, and eventually you'll have that breakthrough of understanding who you are, what you're here to do, right? The impact you're supposed to make on the world. You're never going to see the success you want. You're never going to see the dreams that you want until you make an impact on the world. You understand that? Comment 4 if you understand that. If you're not doing something positive for the world, if you're not making a huge positive impact on the world, you're not going to get huge success. You're not going to get huge financial results, right? That's why I have no problem teaching y'all about finance, showing y'all how much I make, telling y'all how much I make, things like that, because I know I'm doing it by spreading positivity, by helping people heal their mind, their bank accounts, their physical body, right? And I tell you my finances and things like that so that you can understand Like I said in the new interview with Von Two Cut, you can actually be a good person. You can be a good person, right? Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. But you can be a good person and get everything you want. Because the way this world is set up now, they make you think you got to do all this weird stuff and be bad and just, you know, it seems like everybody's successful portrays something that is actually low frequency and low vibrational, right? So other people stoop down and they're like, okay, to get clout, I got to be low frequency and low vibrational. And the clout brings money and riches, and I want to take care of my family. So, okay, I'm going to shake my ass, and I'm going to rap about lean, and I'm going to pop perks too, and I'm going to call women bees too, and yeah, because that's just normal. That's just what it is. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And eventually you start believing your own lies and bullshit, and you don't even realize that you're a bad person because you done trained yourself to think that the bad stuff is normal stuff. Understand what I'm saying? Comment 4 if you understand what I'm saying. Yeah. Facts. Before you know it, you burnt out. Before you know it, you burnt out. Don't let this world take your spirit. Because when you go through stuff, I see so many people's spirit stripped from them. Right? So, I'll use this as an example. Ever since I was young, I was like studying people's mindsets and their success techniques and things like this. It sounds weird to say, but I mean, I don't know how old I was. But All That, y'all remember the show All That? Y'all remember the show All That? Comment 5 if you remember the show All That. Ryan Garcia, that's a good example. Comment 5 if you remember the show All That. Right? So, that's super random, right? What do you mean? What's all that got to do with anything? So I always was studying personalities. So my favorite person from All That was Amanda Bynes. Cute, like, facts. I always thoroughly enjoyed her energy, her ability to communicate. These are the things I was thinking of as a 7, 8, 9-year-old. Because I knew back then I was super shy. And again, so I would look up to people older than me, same age as me, whatever. And in my head, I would like dream of like, dang, I wish I could talk well like that. I wish I could carry a conversation like that. I wish I was funny like that. I wish I was enthusiastic like that. I wish I had success and the world knew me like that. You know what I mean? So that's what I would think when I would watch Amanda Bynes. I would like love watching Amanda Bynes. She was so energetic and her sense of humor and her comedy and her weird faces. She reminded me because my favorite comedian as far as comedic actors was Jim Carrey. So she reminded me of a young Jim Carrey, like a young female Jim Carrey. Because they had the same mannerisms and were goofy and didn't care, would do whatever it took to get a laugh and super energetic, right? But now we see Amanda Bynes, right? Most people wouldn't even know it's her, right? And it's just like, yo, this world will literally, if you put yourself around evil spirits, this world will strip you of your positive energy. It will strip you of your dreams. It will strip you of your money. It will strip you of your health. It will strip you of your physical beauty that you think you have at the current moment. If you get around the wrong people, whether by accident, whether by your parents' choice, whether by, you know what I mean? It will literally take you, crumble you up, and throw you in the trash. So it's very important that you control your environment. It's very important you control who you're associating yourself with. It's very important. I don't care if it's family, friends, people you knew for 15 years. They are crumbling you up and stripping you of your whole entire energy force. Right? Go watch, look up, search Amanda Bynes now on YouTube. Right? There's no energy there. It's clearly an unhealthy body, high body fat. Clearly been through some things. I know there's a new documentary coming out. This is another example. I'll be all over the place. It's another example. Right, that new documentary about Nickelodeon. Come to find out, kids was getting touched and this and that, right? It's another example. Everything that you think, oh, it's Nickelodeon. All these people that portray positivity and they be really dirty dirt bags on the low. And if you get around those people, they will drain you of your energy. Example, even going back to my mentor, right? I told you, I'm around them and I'm not speaking. I'm in my little shell, you know what I mean? I had to get away from my mentor because they were holding me back and stripping me of my energy force and making me question, am I a good person for even continuing to drive and support this person in any form or fashion? Because at this point, I've already acknowledged, based on me being around them, I can see that they're not actually the positive energy that they portray in their live videos. You understand what I'm saying? So I had to step away because they were crumbling me and stripping me of my energy force, stripping me of my full capabilities. You understand what I'm saying? So to circle back to Amanda Bynes, search the Amanda Show on YouTube. Search all that clips, Amanda Bynes. And watch the energetic. Now, this is another thing too, though. Come to find out, she might have been that energetic because they was putting her on Adderall. Because they were saying she wasn't energetic enough on scene, on set. So they was giving this little kid drugs to hype her up and make her go crazy. So who knows if this even speech that I'm giving is valid as far as that goes. So many ways you can turn it, but it all turns back to evil people doing evil things and mistreating human life and stripping them of their energy force. Crazy, right? Crazy, right? Crazy. Joe, she was in, I forgot that movie. She was in My Date with the President's Daughter. I forgot about that. Was she in that? My Date with the President's Daughter. My Date with the President's Daughter. Yeah. My Date with her. So cool. Yo, why don't I know that stuff? That was my shit. Yeah. Makes sense. Yo, dude. What? Energy vampires, facts. Yeah. I hit that whole theme song, didn't I? So yeah, we were talking about a lot. It's a lot. This one gonna go on my YouTube. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll repost this on my YouTube. It's gonna be titled something about manifestation or, you know, something like that. I'll have it uploaded to my YouTube channel for y'all to rewatch. Even like videos like this, like the stuff I'm saying is stuff that I've like curated from other people that I've looked up to and listened to for 10, 15 years. So now this just flows out of me because this is all I listen to is people that talk like this. You know what I mean? So back when I was in a position where I didn't have my dream life, like some of y'all may not have your dream life, when I would find videos like this, I would add it to a playlist, like motivational playlist on YouTube, right? Or something, you know, spiritual enlightenment playlist, right? And I would listen to talks like these over and over and over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Even now, I have some, like my playlist, I've added some of my videos into the playlist. And I'll walk and listen to myself. You can say it sounds cocky, whatever, narcissistic. I don't care. Sometimes I sit and listen to myself. And especially older videos. Because I listen to myself speak from videos from 8 years ago. And I'll hear the stuff that's coming out of my mouth. And the stuff that was coming out of my mouth was nothing but positivity and ambition and goals and dreams, even though I had nothing at the time. So I'll listen to that younger version of me and be like, yo, I know he would be proud as hell of you right now. Like, yo, you did everything. You ended up doing everything you said in that video 8 years ago and more. You understand that? You know how good that feels? To be able to look back 10 years ago and know that you surpassed everything. To look back 10 years ago and see a younger version of yourself that was so passionate and ambitious and had all these dreams but just was projecting future, you know, manifesting everything he wanted but didn't have it at the time. You know? And they'd be like, yo, damn, I'm proud. A lot of people can't say they're proud of themselves. You know? a lot of people look back at their life and high school was their peak of success and they won football championship in high school or something. Or they won the rec league championship for basketball in 8th grade. And that's like the last thing they have to hold on to. I see this all the time on Facebook. I'm friends with people. Like I won state championship in high school. And again, if you're easily offended, my page ain't for you. But like, I don't know if some of y'all watch my page. Some of my old teammates. But I'll see the way their life is going based off of what I see on Facebook, right? Which you can tell a lot, I believe. Especially nowadays when people put everything on social media from their arguments with their girlfriends on statuses and they argue in the comments and stuff, like, right? And I'll see them post like, yeah, I won championship in high school and it was, yeah. And I'm just like, yo, I can tell, and there's nothing wrong with being proud of that. I'm proud I won championship in high school, but I can tell that when you say it, when you post it, when you talk about it in your videos, that you're saying it from a place of, damn, I wish I could get that feeling of success just one more time. I ain't had that shit in 15 years. I've done nothing but go downhill the last 15 years. I've been on drugs. I've been drinking. I've been sleeping around. I've been working these bum-ass jobs. I'm not putting any time into myself. Damn, when I won championship in high school, if I could just get that feeling one more time. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that speech. Remember that speech Israel Adesanya said after he's like, I only hope that you all could feel the feeling I'm feeling right now just once in your life. You know? You know? That's really what it is. That's a depressing feeling to look back and realize, damn, you ain't accomplished any of your dreams. You always worked at that job that you hated. You never stepped out of your comfort zone. You just kept doing the same thing over and over and over and over. What Marshawn Lynch say? And over and over and over and over. Just run through them. You know that speech? Yeah. You know that Marshawn Lynch speech? You just gotta run through them. Pretty much he was essentially saying, I'm gonna keep running at you as hard as possible. Eventually, you gonna get tired of me running this fucking shoulder into you and trucking your ass. And you just gonna fall over. Like, I ain't gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna do it over and over and over and over. Repetition. Repetition, repetition, repetition. All right? Yeah, I mean, sometimes you got to take a step back. Sometimes you got to take a step back. That's the thing now, too. I can even use a personal example. Like, you know, I have all my nieces and nephews, and they see me, and they're motivated and inspired by me, and they want to not have a job and a boss and things like that, and they're like, you know. So it's been difficult for me to, firstly, not hand everything to them, because I want them to go through things, you know what I mean? But also let them know for their business ventures or whatever the case may be, you got to put the reps in. Especially with the social media age, everybody thinks that they're just going to do one video and it's just going to change their life, and I'm going to post this t-shirt and 100,000 people are going to buy it and I'm going to be a millionaire. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? So, you know, I see that with like my niece and nephew sometimes. I'm like, yo, you got to put the work. Just be patient. Just be patient. Just be patient. I ain't about to hand you all the bread. I'm going to get you some nice things along the way. I'm going to give you some pats on the butt to get you, you know, you got questions, you come to me. I'm going to put you in the right path, but you got to experience it. You got to go through it, right? You don't have to have it as hard as I did, right? I didn't have a figure like me in my life to talk to me when I was younger, like my nieces and nephews do now. You know what I mean? So you already got it easier. You know, I always use that line from J. Cole. No role models and I'm here right now. No role models to speak of. Searching through my memory, I couldn't find one. You know what I mean? Couldn't find one. My brother was selling crack. My dad was a crackhead. My mom was a lunatic, fighting my dad all the time and cussing and this and that and wilding out. My grandma was always cussing people out. My sister was pregnant at 14 years old. All my brother's friend, my sister's boyfriend went to jail for murder. He would throw bricks in the house because they be fighting domestic violence. My brother's best friend Joey used to come over the house, got murdered in a shootout when I was 15. Kurt was my sister's baby dad's cousin who was always over the house. He ended up getting killed or shot up. Then he ended up dying from ODing on pills from the pain from the being shot up. You know what I mean? One of my good friends that I played basketball with all the time, my niece and nephew's father, who was selling drugs with my brother, who ended up getting arrested, got out and killed my good friend that I played ball with. Then he went back to jail for murder. Everybody in my hometown broke, working at warehouses. I'm from a small town in West Virginia. Everybody on my dad's side of the family is alcoholics or crackheads. Mom's side of the family didn't know because they didn't like black people. So they didn't like that she had kids with a black man. So we didn't know them other than my grandma. Nobody ever had an LLC. Nobody had a business. Nobody. My sister dropped out 8th grade when she got pregnant. 8th grade. I think she got pregnant at 13. Had my niece at 14. I mean, we can go on and on. We can go on and on. No role models, and I'm here right now. No role models to speak of. Searching through my memory, I couldn't find one. But actually, they were all role models. Because again, something was in me. Like I said, from a young child, I was studying television and characters, and I was always looking for a source of motivation and inspiration and a source of light because I had none of it around me. So I guess I was looking at successful people and people that seemed to be smiling on television or YouTube and things like that. And I was drawn to them more because it was like I had never really seen that before in my life. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, there's actually people out here that's happy and smiling and joking and not struggling. And you know what I mean? Yeah. So, even younger than that, when I lived in the gardens, that was before we moved out, like the hood, I guess. And like, I wasn't even really allowed outside because it was always shootings. People was getting shot all the time. Or one time, like a couple times I was outside. I remember at the laundromat, somebody got shot and we all ran and scattered. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just like, there was roaches all in my house. I'll go into the closet and get cereal. I always say to Rom, grew up with roaches inside of my Frosted Flakes. Now I am having an awesome day. Facts. I'll open the cereal, roaches crawl out. You just pick the roaches out. I'm thinking now, like, yo, I don't even like killing the little bugs to be in my house every now and then. I'm like, yo, I was literally eating cereal, picking roaches out. That's crazy. There's a little closet. I had my little bike. We kept like our bikes, me, my sister, and brother in there. And then the cereal in that closet. And then it got to a point where, for whatever reason, my mom didn't want us bringing like bikes in the house. So then the local crackhead, he was on more than crack. I think he was on, call it wet. You dip the cigarettes in embalming fluid. And because now he talked to himself on the corner. Every time I go in town, he's talking to himself. So he would always steal our bikes. He would steal our bikes. And my dad, who was a crackhead, would steal my bike, or my mom would get me, like, save up all year to get me like a PlayStation, you know, years after it came out and stuff when the price went down. Then my dad would take that, and then she would take me down to the pawn shop. They knew me and my mom as a regular at the pawn shop. Because they're like, all right. They're like, what he steal now? Because my mom would go down, have me by my hand. She's like, did he bring in this man was pawning anything. You know what I mean? They're like, yeah, here it is. And they give it back to us because they were nice. Because they were like, all right, we understand. Like, it's kind of fucked up. He's doing it, something like that. So we ain't even going to make you pay for it to get it back. We believe that it's yours because you're here every damn week. So here you go. They had us on a little special They knew us, you know? There's so many things. So many things. So it doesn't matter what you've been through. And even the things I'm saying, some of y'all is probably like, dang, that's crazy. And other people's like, that ain't nothing. Because there's always somebody who's been through more than you. Also. So you got to put that into perspective. So as I'm going through all these things, I also have to think about somebody has it worse. Right? There's people in third world countries. I'm not in a third world country. You know, my mom always kept a roof over our head. You know what I mean? I do have a living mom. You know? I do have a living brother and sister. Some people lost their brother and their sister in a shootout in Chicago over the past 3 months. You know what I mean? There's always these situations. You have to understand that. When you understand that, you'll stay more grounded and you'll stay more driven in a sense of you won't give up on life. Because many people let things happen and you give up on life. Right? When big things happen that feel like they're tearing you down or causing you an emotional disturbance, that's when you go harder. That's when you go harder to show that whatever negative energy, whatever you are, it is that's bringing this to me right now, you ain't shit to me. Because my positive energy, the positive energy, my belief system is, you can't mess with it. You know what I mean? So like, you know, whether you have a death in your family, keep going. You know, my grandma passed, what, probably 3 weeks ago now? I can't even remember. 3 weeks ago now. My other grandma passed a year before that. On both those days, I still went live. On both those days, I still posted a testimony. On both those days, my page still posted at least 5 videos. On both those days, I was talking on my story, right? And I was probably talking about the situation and telling you all, despite I lost my grandma this day, I'm still here giving you advice to level your life up. This is what you got to do. Life is going to be life. The journey don't stop. The marathon continues. You understand that? And you understand that energy never leaves. So you got to lock in. You got to lock in. Right? We've been on here like an hour. So I really just came out to start my car. If y'all know that, watch my story. If you don't know that situation. Stoic. What's his name? The old white dude to be cussing. He on my playlist. Why am I having a blank right now? One of my favorite motivational speakers. Who's the old white dude that be cussing all crazy? He's a motivational speaker. He's a billionaire. Why am I having a blank? I have so many of his videos on my playlist. Anyways. Y'all know I'll be quoting those because I listen to those videos all day, every day. He's like, Elon Musk. Jeff Bezos. How do you think they got fucking successful? Because they're ball busters. Dan Pena, thank you. Dan Pena, the truth. You know how I tell y'all, like, you got to find people that you relate to, because certain people may be motivational speakers, but you don't relate to them. And, like, I use an example for me, like, you know, y'all hear my upbringing. I don't typically relate to older white men, you know, that are 70, 80 years old. But him I do, because he talk like me similar. He be yelling. He be cussing sometimes. How do you think Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos got successful? Because they're ball busters. They're ball busters. They're going to do whatever it takes. I know it look like they be chilling now. They spent all their free time to master their crafts, to learn those technologies that now they're selling and teaching to the world. And they had to bump a couple people out the way. They had to move some of the competition. Oh, you think you fucking with me? You're not. Some days you can be grounded and more chill. And other days you got to step on next and be like, listen, I know you think you're going to step over me and your business is going and your reach and this and that and that I ain't going to be nothing and you are. Nah, I was going to let you do your thing. But if you want to cross into my path, then you getting bullied out the way. Because they're ball busters. That's what you gotta be. You can't. 95% of the world is sick, broke, stupid, and soft. You cannot be soft. You might have started out soft. You gotta train yourself to be solid. You gotta be solid. Anyways, we're at the hour mark. It's 11:11 too. It's a good time to end on. Yeah, y'all know my phrase. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Because it's that simple. I don't believe in if, try, can't, almost, or maybe. I get it done. No excuses. Nothing to it but to do it. Point your finger in the mirror if you blew it. Take accountability. I do. Why? Because I'm a ball buster! Peace out.